Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Idaho Today. You know, a piece of what makes the Treasure Valley such a great place is how neighbors help each other out and stick together. It's a core value of NeighborWorks Boise, who is also seeking to help those underserved in our community. So here to tell us about the annual Paint the Town event, an opportunity for all of us to give back and support our neighbors, is Inga Hatter with NeighborWorks Boise. Always good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you as well, Melissa.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
That's great having you. Okay, but let's talk about Paint the Town, though, because for those who are not familiar, give us a little overview about what this is all about.
Yeah, so this will actually be our 41st year.
Wow.
NeighborWorks Boise started with Paint the Town, actually, so it's very much our roots and the mission of bringing neighbors together to help our neighbors. So every year, volunteer teams come together to paint homes for senior, disabled, and veteran neighbors. And it's just been amazing over that history. Over 3,300 homes have been painted. So
wow.
It's an inspiring thing to be a part of and just see how generous our community is to serve our neighbors.
And you said 41 years.
Yes.
That's incredible.
It is really amazing, yeah. And that,
really amazing.
You know, there's people leading teams now who started helping out on their parents' teams. So it really is become like a multi-generational program, yeah.
Okay, and you did give us a little overview of who applies, but help us understand too, who are we helping this year?
Yeah, you know, the folks that we serve are really often can feel a little forgotten. One applicant we have this year, you know, his remaining family members have all passed away in the last couple of years, and he truly, you know, is on his own, and he expressed it's harder and harder to stay on top of the bills and also, you know, maintaining his home as he ages and doesn't have family around to help. So that's just one example of the folks that this program helps.
Okay, and then how can those watching get involved this year? You know, what's your greatest need at the moment?
Yes, thank you. So we are still in need of volunteers, actually.
Okay.
So if you have a team, we encourage at least 10 people, and we do training. So if you're intimidated, we would love to help you out. Or if you're just a person who wants to join a team, we would welcome that as well. So we encourage all people to reach out to us. We will place you, we'll train you, answer your questions. And we have a wonderful partner, Rada Paint. They're supplying a lot of our paint this year, but as you can imagine, there's still a lot of expense to provide. We provide all the supplies and paint for these teams. So donations are very helpful to allow us to reach this goal.
Absolutely. So the generosity is incredibly important. And you had mentioned volunteers, so don't worry about skill set. You're going to help and take care and make sure that the job, when it's done, looks great and that everything's taken care of.
Yes.
And donors too. So you do give some prizes for donors. Are you doing that right now?
We are. Okay. Have you guys heard of the Idaho, the Potato Hotel?
Yeah, I'm familiar, but okay, that's exciting.
So we have that. We have other hotel stays, lots of family events, Boise Hawks tickets, zoo passes, restaurant gift cards, just lots of opportunities to thank those that donate. And those were all contributed by generous community partners as well.
Wow, okay. And if people want to donate, can they still do that?
Yep.
Okay,
of course.
Okay, and then they can maybe stay in the Potato Hotel. You never know.
Yep.
All right. And this is just a great example of the many amazing programs and services through NeighborWorks. Give us an idea of just a couple other things that you guys do.
Yeah, so a lot of people know us by Paint the Town and Rake Up Boise, which is by far our furthest reach, just the people that those programs serve. But they might not know that we have a lot of homeownership programs to help people get into homes also and stay in their homes, whether that's homebuyer education or lending, down payment assistance. And we're really excited to be launching a home share program soon to just as an opportunity to help more people be housed as housing continues to be such a challenge in the Treasure Valley. So.
All right. And where can people go so they can learn more, they can be a part of Paint the Town, and also find out about those other additional services?
The best way is to visit our website. So it's nwboise.org.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And always wonderful, as mentioned, to see you here on the show. All right, well, coming up after the break, we'll be learning about a fun way to get active and support a great cause with the American Heart Association's Idaho Heart and Stroke Walk. That's next.